Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. In this video today, as the title suggests, we're going to be discussing some specifics with respect to the subcategory, the Smart E category under the 4-year Smart Visa scheme. As previously discussed in various videos on this channel, there are various subsets, various subcategories, I should say, that fall under the Smart Visa overarching categorization, the overarching program. There's also specific videos regarding the inception of this overall program, how it came about, and finally, its ultimate promulgation. So for those who are interested in some real detail on this overall topic, I suggest going through this channel and having a look at the videos with respect to the Smart Visa. So today we're talking specifically about the Smart E category, which pertains directly to executives. I'm reading here from a recent publication from BOI, which goes into some detail about these categories specifically. So I'm quoting directly, senior executives working in the companies using technology in manufacturing or delivering services and being in the targeted industries. So this category is specifically for executives that are in these quote-unquote targeted industries. Again, the entire sort of raison d'etre, the reason for being of the Smart Visa category is to encourage more innovation in Thailand, more investment in the manufacturing and the fields of sort of big technology, big data. They're trying to encourage not only investment in the kingdom in those sorts of things, but also they're also trying to encourage individuals from outside the kingdom who have these high-level skill sets to travel here in order to bring those skill sets to bear here in the kingdom. So qualifications associated with the E subcategorization. 1, minimum salary of no less than 200,000 baht or equivalent per month, exclusive of other benefits and welfares. Secondly, holder of a bachelor's degree or higher with at least 10 years of work experience in the relevant field. Having an employment contract with a company in Thailand or in a foreign country with an assignment to work in Thailand. The remaining period of the employment contract must be at least 1 year. Holding a senior management position such as chairman or managing director, the employing companies must be certified as being the ones using technology in manufacturing or delivering services and being in the targeted industries by the relevant agencies such as the National Innovation Agency, which is a public organization, the Digital Economy Promotion Agency, and National Science and Technology Development Agency. So what to take away from that? Well, first of all, there is a salary requirement. Secondly, you've also got an educational requirement. That doesn't actually exist in some of the other subcategories. There's an employment contract requirement. And this kind of goes to the underlying duration of the Smart Visa. If one only has an employment contract for 2.5 years or 3 years, you're not going to be issued the 4-year visa. You're going to be issued the visa based on the duration of the employment contract. So that's something to take away from this video. Again, you need to hold a senior management position. And again, the individual needs to be endorsed for their position. So they're going to basically scrutinize that person is indeed an executive, but also the underlying activity of the company concerned needs to be certified as well. And again, these organizations I previously mentioned are going to go ahead and be part of that certification process. So again, the thing to take away from this is although these visas, these Smart Visa subcategories have substantial benefits, they do not lack scrutiny in the underlying visa application process. They really do. They're going to be looking hard at the companies that are going to be eligible for these kind of visas. Now, moving forward, the privileges, maximum 4-year visa, but again, not exceeding the employment contract term. No work permit required for working in the endorsed positions in companies prior to any job changes or additions of jobs, and official approval must be obtained. Again, the thing that I take away from this is what I'm about to say. Yes, you don't need to get a work permit per se, but there's going to be something akin to a work authorization adjudication that's going to occur during not only the endorsement of the individual for the visa, but also the certification of the company's underlying activities. So, although there's not going to be a work permit per se associated with this kind of visa, there's still a sort of quasi work authorization adjudication that takes place under these under this scheme. I would even go so far as to argue in a lot of ways there's going to be more scrutiny with respect to these kind of visas when compared to just a regular old work permit issuance associated with a company. 90-day reporting to immigration extended to 1 year. So no more 90-day reporting. You only have to report once a year. That, for many I know of here in the kingdom, they would feel like that is a substantial benefit, as that can be a rather time-consuming endeavor. No reentry permit required. There's another rather time-consuming endeavor, and something that can be kind of an annoyance to those here in the kingdom on standard non-immigrant visas, such as the B, the O, the ED, or the retirement visa, is every time you want to leave the country, or you have to at least once get a multi-entry reentry permit, or every time you want to leave, you got to get a single-entry reentry permit, lest you leave the country, you fall out of status because your visa kind of dies, and you come back in, and you got to start all over. With this smart visa scheme, once the visa is issued, you don't have to deal with reentry permits anymore. That's a substantial benefit. Spouses and children granted permission to stay in Thailand. Spouses granted permission to work with no work permit required. The jobs must not be on the prohibited list of occupations or professions for foreigners. So again, there are benefits for spouses of smart visa holders, but one should not take away from this video that there is any lack of scrutiny associated with the smart visa program. And in fact, I would argue that the smart visa program has a higher degree of scrutiny associated with it. So again, the thing to take away from this is, although the smart visa has substantial benefits, there are substantial costs, and there are going to be substantial expenses in terms of time and resources to go ahead and get one of these issued.